I'm in danger.
I'm jumping, Rick. I'm jumping.
Blasting the
He's dead.
I got captured.
Boom! Warlock is insane.
Like, I don't understand how Jar lived any of that.
Hey guys, it's Jar. Welcome back to another Dark and Darker video. Today we'll be going into all the details on some different builds I've been rocking in High Roller. That's for solos, duos and trios. As always, there's timestamps below, so if you do want to skip ahead to the gameplay, you're welcome to do that now. Otherwise, sit back, relax and listen to me yap, because we're going to get into all the details. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, starting off with our perks and skills. Torture Mastery and Vampirism go together. Vampirism increases the healing that you get from Torture Mastery, so it's essential, and Torture Mastery is just the best Warlock build to run right now. I think that's pretty indisputable. 15% scaling on magical healing just makes Torture Mastery absolutely insane at mid gear and high gear. In fact, at high gear it's probably maybe a little bit too strong, so if I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets nerfed soon. Jar from the future here just to discuss the other perk options for you. Or your third perk, I'd take anti-magic. I feel like anti-magic is just too good not to take. 25% magic damage reduction against all magic except divine magic, but that does also include curse magic as well. So if you're in the Warlock 1v1, this won't actually do anything against Curse of Pain and stuff, but it will affect Bolt of Darkness, because Bolt of Darkness counts as dark damage. So I take anti-magic to guarantee I win the Warlock 1v1 when it comes down to firing bolts, and it pretty much guarantees that you win the 1v1 against other casters like Wizard as well. Then as for your fourth perk, you have a few different options here. I've actually been running quite a lot of Curse Mastery, and maybe hot take, but I think it's really strong right now. I know a lot of people don't take Curse Mastery because it extends the duration of your curse, which means it actually takes longer for you to deal the initial damage with Curse of Pain again. However, down to the playstyle that I play, I like to land people with curses and Power of Sacrifice, and then I just go crazy like firing bolts in their face, and getting that additional healing when you have a lot of magical healing actually makes a ton of difference. I'd say you definitely see the benefit of this more in duos and trios, purely because there's more targets, so the healing is more beneficial for you, and you're obviously going to be firing a lot more bolts off. Especially when you're against like rangers and fighters with bows, the additional ticks of healing actually go a long way, and you're not always going to be in range to land curses, so I think it's really strong when you have this. Yeah, that's my reason for taking this. I actually think it's really good, but really it's up to you. You can also take Soul Collector. I would only really take this in solos, just purely because of the time it takes to build this up. You get 5 stats of Soul Collector. This gives you 100% additional dark magic damage to your next dark damage spell, so whether that's Bolt of Darkness or Ray of Darkness. And how I like to use Soul Collector if I'm running it in solos is landing a couple curses on somebody and then going up to them with Soul Collector to literally hit them in the face like a shotgun. Once you've got a decent amount of gear, I mean, even in low gear, when you have 5 stats of this and you hit somebody with Bolt of Darkness, either to the head or the chest, like you can literally land 1 curse, a Power of Sacrifice and a bolt and you've killed them. Except for maybe like a Barbarian or something, but it's actually pretty insane. And of course you can take the old classic Dark Reflection, so if somebody hits you, they take magic damage themselves. I'm not really running this as often as I used to, because the whole point of this build is to be really quick and outmaneuver your opponent, so really you shouldn't ever really be getting hit in melee, because in most cases if you do, you're probably gonna die. So I don't really feel like this is as beneficial, because it's more of a perk when you're gonna be fighting people close and they're gonna hit you. Again, up to you. And finally, you can take Malice. I don't really bother taking this unless I'm stacking quite a lot of will, because you gain 10% will, and obviously the more will you have, the more you're gonna get from using Malice, so I wouldn't really bother. So right now, my solo duos and trios perk setup is looking like this: Torture Mastery, Vampirism, Anti-Magic and Curse Mastery. Again, you can swap out Curse Mastery for something else if you'd like to. I understand a lot of people are probably going to be in the comments saying don't run Curse Mastery, but I really like it. Now moving on to our spells. For me, this is the 3 core spells that you're going to be rocking at any time when you're playing Torture Mastery Warlock. Curse of Pain, obviously one of your best spells, instant damage and damage over time. Absolutely essential in pretty much any build that you're running Caster Warlock. Power of Sacrifice works with Torture Mastery, so you get more healing with that, and it's also more additional damage when you curse somebody. And then when you have both of these curses ticking on someone, Bolt of Darkness is really good for just peppering them with damage. It has decent range, it's also really good up close as well, unless you're against somebody with a shield. The hitbox for this is pretty large, but the damage on it is pretty nuts once you start stacking quite a bit of damage. It has 100% scaling, so it's pretty insane. Now for your other spells, I'm pretty much always taking Hellfire at this point now. Hellfire is such a good spell in PvP and PvE as well. You can use it for bossing and stuff, as we all know, but Hellfire just allows you to play super aggressive when chasing people down. You can break down doors. You can use Hellfire to push people who might be hiding behind cover. They either have a choice to stand there behind the cover and tank the Hellfire damage, or move away from it, which then gives you other options to hit them with Bolt of Darkness and Curse of Pain. As for your 5th spell, for me, it's either between Flame Walker or Summon Hydra. Once you get a decent amount of magical healing, you can start healing from Summon Hydra again. The only issue is that you have to spend 40 HP to be able to cast that full rotation to heal. So yeah, personally I wouldn't even really bother rocking Hydra until I've got around about 14 magical healing, but that's up to you. This Warlock calculator is available in the description as well if you want to use that. Just follow the link, go to file and make a copy, change the numbers in the red boxes, it will calculate everything for you. I forgot to add that I would only really run Summon Hydra in duos or trios just because you have the space of your teammates to be able to use this and actually heal up. In solos, I would run Flame Walker because I think Flame Walker is really good for zoning people out when they're trying to push you in a fight, and it's also really good for just clearing mobs and stuff. If you're on that AP grind to Demigod, this is the setup that you're going to be wanting to run, just flame walking mobs, getting them to die. But the damage on this is actually pretty insane once you throw a good kit together. So yeah, this is my solo setup, duos, trios with a decent kit, running something like this. I know there's a lot of Eldritch Shield and Ray of Darkness enjoyers as well. My only issue with Ray of Darkness right now is that you have to stand still and like hold your hand casting it at somebody, and with how low the health pools are right now, I just feel like you're crazy susceptible to just get headshotted by a ranger when you're doing this. So I don't run Ray of Darkness anymore, even though I do think it is pretty strong. Eldritch Shield is definitely a good option as well, one for fighting other casters, including Warlock. Up to you if you want to use it, 12 HP to cost. It's not too bad considering how strong the magical healing is right now, but it's up to you. So let's go over stat priority and some example gear sets. You want to be getting as much magical healing as possible. Obviously it's fine if you have magical healing at the lower brackets where you're getting to like 4 HP per tick or 5 HP per tick, but with how strong it is right now, I just don't see any reason to not try and stack as much as possible. I'll put the figures on screen again now just so you can see the thresholds you need to meet to be able to hit certain healing amounts. You do heal in decimals as well, but obviously you can't see those numbers when you're healing. You want to be prioritizing knowledge and spell casting speed. Being able to cast your spells really quickly and fire out bolts is going to be your main source of damage. I would argue that stacking spell casting speed is actually better than trying to get true and additional damage in your kit. Personally, I try to aim for 25% spell casting speed because I feel like that's a good number to be at. For example, when I'm in solos, I'll run something like loose trousers with +2 knowledge rolls, +2 knowledge on gloves and my chest and my boots as well, just so we can get it up to 25%. But if you can get it to 30% or even 35%, honestly, you're gonna notice the difference. It feels really, really nice to play with. You need to prioritize move speed, especially in solos. Personally, for me in solos, I don't run any kits lower than 315 move speed unless it's a kit that I don't really care about. When you have 315 move speed and you pop Phantomize, when you have nothing in your hands, you reach the movement speed cap, which is really good for repositioning in a fight. And Warlock is a class for kiting other classes, so movement speed is essential. If you're slower than the person you're fighting against, it doesn't matter how much magical healing you have, you're gonna die. Like, there's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. Obviously, you're gonna want true damage on every slot available, so that's your head, your neck, your cloak, and both your rings. If you can't afford true damage, that's fine, go for additional instead, but it's going to be your best way to increase your damage. And of course, finally, you want to try and stack HP wherever you can find it as well, going from places like your legs, your chest piece, your cloak, your rings, your neck, all places possible really. So here's the kit that I've been running for the majority of these clips that you'll be seeing in duos and trios. I have 8 true damage coming from all the available slots. I've got 17 magical healing, make that 19 with the book in hand, 312 move speed, which is fine. Honestly, in duos and trios, it's not as important to be super quick because you have your team to kind of make space for you, but I would still try and aim for at least 310 move speed. And as mentioned before, spellcasting speed at 35%. Magic power bonus really doesn't matter that much. You can stack this if you want. It's nice to have, really not a big deal. So here is a kit that I've been running in solos for quite a while now as well. Again, we've got these loose trousers and lightfoot boots with additional move speed and knowledge on them. We're at 320 move speed, 115 health, and we have 19 magical healing again. As you can see, we've sacrificed a bit of spellcasting speed and health in order for us to reach that 320 move speed mark. One thing you're going to have to accept if you're wanting to play Warlock competitively is you're going to be spending a lot of gold on kits, purely because there's so many stats that Warlock needs to be able to succeed really well. If you think about for a wizard, you're only looking really to stack knowledge, HP and true damage, whereas Warlock needs all three plus the move speed and the magical healing as well. So pieces get really expensive really quickly, but with all these barbarians, these sprint fighters, rangers running about, you need to be quick, you need to be able to maneuver everyone, so keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's jump into some gameplay. If you've made it this far into the video so far, thank you for watching, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more dark and darker content if you aren't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Big love. So the majority of these duos clips comes from an evening where I was playing High Roller with Z-Claw. In almost every match there was some other content creators or streamers and the fights were super competitive. He's rocking a plate high drain build, and you'll see before I figure out that he's running life drain that I'm holding my curses to cast on his Hydra, because in case you didn't know, if somebody uses Curse of Pain and Power of Sacrifice on a Hydra, the healing from that can actually be overridden by another Warlock's Curse of Pain and Power of Sacrifice. So I'm waiting for him in these fights to curse it, so then I can overlap the healing. But of course he ends up being life drained, so this doesn't matter and I just cast the Hydras anyway. This clip also showcases how strong Curse Mastery is. There's one point where I get knocked down to pretty much 1 HP, and if I didn't get those extra ticks of healing from Curse Mastery, I would have definitely died. Curse it. Curse it.
I'm gonna look for some meds in these bodies.
They're pushing pretty hard.
I'm gonna put my tools. He hasn't reloaded. He has a unique crystal sword. I'm gonna put my little protection post and I'm gonna jump over.
He's life trained, he's not Torture Mastery.
Damn it!
Curse Ranger. Ooh, that's big, that's big. I need to Phantomize, run back a little bit. You're on your own if you push this.
Need more meds from this bar. My troll spot is still ticking. He hits so hard, this ranger. They're coming now.
Got Hellfire going through the wall right now. Oh, it's kept him, it's kept him.
There we go. Try to stay healthy.
That Warlock is cut though, he walked straight through my Hellfire. Ooh. Ooh,
I
I'm
need to
gonna die.
phantomize.
I've already used it.
I need to phantomize, that's what I was doing. Take the shrine!
I'm taking it.
No! I'm dead. Yeah, it's chaos. They're both half HP. And he's not playing with Torture Mastery.
He's dead.
Oh my god, no way. Oh my god, Giant, you're the best player in. You win just because you have torture. Oh my god, you're still
My
good at
god.
it.
Let's
Take
fucking
my
go.
soul. Yeah, I'm just looting.
Right, it's Kazarim. Unique crystal sword, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, he's got so many uniques. This one is another crazy game. We start off fighting this Druid team, and then when we have them on the ropes, we get third-partied by a fighter and a ranger. We're then fighting them for quite a long duration. We manage to take down the ranger, but whilst we're trying to take down the fighter, a duo wizard team pulls up. They end up taking down Z-Claw, and more chaos ensues. Oh, a quick tip as well, Hellfire is really good for breaking these thorns. So if you ever find yourself cornered, Hellfire the thorns and run for your life. At this point, I think the wizards have forgotten about me, so I take a bit of a risk trying to save Z-Claw's body, which is not in a very convenient place. And before I know it, I've got two wizards firing fireballs at me. I do what I know best in these situations, and that's just put all my focus on one opponent. Unfortunately, we managed to clutch up, kill both the wizards, and get Z-Claw back up. But I think it's safe to say it was pretty intense. I'm in danger.
Or are you cooking?
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah. I'm cooking so much. Boom! Nice. Does he have my stuff? One of them has it all.
It's Mr. Bob.
Mr.
He does have your stuff, but he also has some megabis.
Okay.
No, Mr. Bob is still here. Could be a blue angle, you know. In this clip, this is exactly what I mean about taking anti-magic and just firing bolts to win the Warlock 1v1. Honestly, once you land that first curse, just go for the point-blank bolt of darknesses. You're going to be doing so much damage that they're going to have no choice but to run away from you.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
I'm cooking the Warlock.
I have the ranger with me. He's backing off a little bit. Oh,
Wall's getting
windless.
cooked.
Shit. Yeah. I need to heal. The windless hurts a lot.
I'm coming back. The Warlock's run away. He has to reset.
Oh, the slow
Nice.
is so intense
You
on the
got him.
windless.
Okay. Oh my god.
They went through the door.
Oh, they went down.
No, they went through the door. Not down.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 seconds, 4.
Yeah.
That was a little bit intense.
Expressed. Another intense game filled with third parties. We're fighting this wizard and druid team for quite a duration when we get third partied by a cleric and a barbarian. All I'm gonna say is this is the reason why I take the longsword as my secondary. Once we take them out, we turn our attention back to the wizard and the druid. And don't be too afraid to phantomize early when you're playing against Panther druids. One of Panther druid's abilities silences you, which means that you won't be able to cast spells or use phantomize. And if that druid is really highly geared, then you're probably gonna be dead before you're even given the opportunity to phantomize. So don't be greedy and use it early. There's another team just come.
Yeah, come to this corner where you can jump.
I can't. I don't have phantomize right now.
You made it to the door? Nice!
Get out of here, bro. I'm how far now? Okay, he's not.
He did. In Bolton? He's dead. Let's go back
Nice.
so they join the loot.
They fully reset.
Nice. Nice, nice.
Additional magic damage ring.
Interesting stuff.
Legendary Bardiche. Might take that.
Here they come, here they come.
Yeah. It's an Agi rogue. Not rogue, Agi druid, by the way.
I just wanna...
You know, I'm gonna prop pot here as well. I think my biggest threat is the druid.
Oh my god.
That's
Shit. That's insta thingy.
interesting.
I'm gonna go up the other side. You have Phantomize, right?
Yeah, dude. I just need to be careful of the chicken jumping on me here.
I'm right behind them.
Remember to you. Oh. No, Panther's still on me, Panther's still on me.
Is it dead? Is it dead? Was it dead? My thirst? No.
Just landed it. I'm chasing him. We've got another clutch moment against a Cleric and a Barbarian. Unfortunately, Z-Claw goes down, so I go for the glory play. In cases like this, I'm always doing my best to draw all my damage towards the Cleric, because it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to be able to kill a Barbarian whilst he's getting pocketed with heals. If you ever see a Cleric using Sanctuary, just switch to Bolt of Darkness and hit them in the head with it. They're a free target, and it will always do more damage than Curse of Pain. Although quite a toxic playstyle, but when you're in these 1v2 situations, in fact even in 1v1s, you might as well just thrive in the chaos, raise every single mob you can find, and just cast your spells on them so you're constantly healing. I think a lot of Warlock's balance problems comes from healing from mobs, so maybe if Warlock got 50% healing from mobs instead of 100%, it could maybe be a little bit more balanced. What do you guys think? Unfortunately, as Ruins goes, a third party pulls up. I try my best to clutch up in another 1v2, but it's just not possible this time.
Try to hold it like really long. Okay, good. Now push with the PV. It's gonna sink. Focus the Cleric. It's still really good. Any damage is really good. Oh, perfect. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm playing with God himself. Holy shit! Oh,
There's
another
another
team.
team here.
Okay. Try to get out. The hell. Okay.
Oh, I phantomized too early, whoops.
Don't worry, restart. Run.
Hey boys, I just 1v2'd. Let me live, yeah? Let me live, yeah? Oh, what the fuck is that? Isaac, come on, bro. Bro, bro. I bet you that's Isaac, bro. I bet you. I put money on that. Yeah, I knew it. Bruh, I knew it. Couldn't let me get the 1v2 for the montage.
Yeah, fuck.
Listen, I'm not proud of it, okay, but this ranger was just doing so much damage. He kept on keeping really good space between us so I couldn't actually hit him, and he had a Cleric pocket healing him. I had no other option but to go into the vault room, bring a Skelly Champ, bring a Wraith, in fact bring every single mob with me and just get the healing so I could play more aggressive. Don't come for me, okay? I'm just using all the options available. Also, special shout out to the Manosphere as well. It can roll up to 2 true damage, 2 knowledge, and 2 will, so it's actually a really good casting weapon to use. The reason I mainly use Spellbook over it is because I just prefer having the extra 5 movement speed so I can be super quick. If Warlock still had Chris Dagger, there'd be no doubt I'd be rocking this, but with BOC instead, I feel like it would be absolutely ridiculous. I've got 3 legendary Chris Daggers in my inventory, just hoping that one day they might actually give it back to us, but I doubt it. making this crazy. How we do this.
Jesus Christ, dude, like all nightmares archers as well, almost.
It's triple.
Okay, he's fucking cooking. Nice! Oh no, the slow. Might want to phantomize that, yeah.
Free.
He's gonna try to make a vista. Got Phantomize back up, by the way.
I know.
Nice!
And finally, I have some footage in solos, running the build that I showed earlier in the video. This game was absolutely insane. Everybody was juiced to the teeth. This game is specifically after they added the new high roller brackets, so everyone was pretty much guaranteed to be geared now. In fact, there was so much gear that I couldn't even take most of it out with me. If an optimized min-max 224 gear score Warlock video is something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments. I can't lie, I'd feel pretty dirty making it, but if you guys want to see it, then I'll put one out for you. For whatever reason, the recording got really janked and at some points the frames dropped, which is why I've left this footage towards the end of the video. If you've made it this far into the video, I really appreciate you for tuning in. But yeah, for real, shout out to you guys. If you've been running Warlock recently, let me know how you've been getting on. If you're new to Warlock and you're wanting to give this a try, let me know how you get on as well. Consider liking the video and also leaving a sub. I don't want to be that guy that brings up my stats on the screen, but the majority of you aren't subscribed to the channel, and I really hope that you guys will stick around and subscribe, because I know you'll be clicking on the videos when they appear on your homepage. But yeah, enough of me yapping. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Big love. He's playing it really well.
Mm-hmm. This guy don't miss.
He's a gamer. Bro, how's that not hitting him though?
Hmm.
There we go,
Ooh.
2G.
Damn. Torture master at least.
But he was hurting.
Do you not have sprint?
You did use sprint.
Oh, okay.
God.
Nice. Nice.
Charles. Sorry, bro. Oh my god, he's juice as well.
Yeah. Fizz, damn. Oh, Lee, what the fuck? Yo, those pants are kinda crazy. Oh my god, the wonders as well. I feel like an... Oh. It just keeps on coming. Who's this fucking Spangenhelm fighter?
He's so quick.
Oh, it's Rondo. Nice. Oh my god, he lives.
Who's next? Jesus, bro.
Wall. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what the fuck? 6 max health? Or no? What was it? Oh, it's armor or something, I guess.